All right, we in the building.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, fellas and ladies? What's going on? What's going on? Real Relay Podcast in the building. Go ahead, Barbara. I'm too excited.
Hey, this shit wavy.
We got a real dope guest today, special guest from the movie we watched, Apple Cinema. He goes by WHYTRI, artist, rapper,
Yes,
actor.
Creative genius.
Exactly, yeah, to sum it
The
up.
guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're really pumped to have WHYTRI on today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
WHYTRI, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself real quick?
What's going on, world? My name is WHYTRI. I'm from Everett, Massachusetts. I'm a recording artist, actor, producer.
The guy.
The guy, I guess.
The
yeah,
fucking
sure.
guy.
That guy.
Yeah,
The
that
fucking guy.
That guy.
That's crazy.
Do a lot
man.
of cool shit. You feel me?
You are a
Retired dancer, all that.
You do everything, man. So, man, first of all, explain the name. And explain the shield.
So WHYTRI originally came from. So before WHYTRI, my name was Tri Jedi, which was just me playing fucking. I don't know shit about Star Wars, bro. I've never seen Star Wars in my life. So Tri Jedi came from me playing pretty much Jenga with my name. My name is Dimitri Jean, so I took
Dimitri Jean.
letters from my first name, my last name. I got Tri Jedi. That was my original rap name. It was cool for a second, and people kept on asking me a bunch of Star Wars shit. And like I said, I don't know anything about Star Wars, so I was like, all right, I gotta change this shit.
Yeah.
I came up with WHYTRI because I like the try section, and then growing up, people always thought I did a lot. Like I was always doing too much, or I was doing like something crazy. Like I remember in high school, I would like in homeroom, I would like be dancing, like the whole homeroom, and people would always ask me like, "Bro, why you have so much energy, or why are you doing this, or why are you doing that?" So I just took the Y, slapped it with the try. I was like, okay, this is tight, and then I wrote it out in all caps, and I was like, oh yeah, this is it, WHYTRI.
Oh,
The shield is the shield comes from this concept of me feeling like, from a creative aspect, everything I've ever made and all my ideas deserve to exist. So because of that, they deserve to be protected. So
Wow.
that's where the riot shield comes from, because like that's what a riot shield is to the police. Like they use it to protect themselves or protect the riots or protect like anything that's going on. The riot part comes from like the idea of riots being like, they could be angry, they could be aggressive, they could be loud, they could be passionate, they could be fiery, and I feel like those are all energies that my music takes. So in total, that's where WHYTRI the riot shield comes from.
damn. I like
Okay.
And
that.
that's where, like, you know what I'm saying, you could tell from like the live shows and all that other shit.
I've been seeing all the fucking all the Instagrams and shit like that. You go hard, man.
Yeah.
And you attract a lot of different people.
Yeah, bro.
Your music is not afraid to be bold. You
Yeah,
know what I
100%.
mean? And that's a good word. I like it. That bold. You give a different image. I like it.
Thank
So
you, man.
talk about the show you did recently with Justin Clancy.
So
What's going on?
my main Justin
Congratulations, successful,
Clancy, 100%.
successful.
Sold out 575 millis
Wow.
downstairs.
Year.
Shout out my
Congrats.
dog, Justin Clancy. He hit me for this show in like fucking, in like May, bro. And he was like, yo, bro, like, he just signed the deal with Hitscope. And he was like, yo, bro, we're gonna like fucking, I'm thinking about going big, bro. I'm gonna try to sell the downstairs. And I don't know if y'all know, but like the downstairs, like if you're an act from Massachusetts, you can sell the downstairs. It's a really big deal because there's only been like 5 people to do it.
Really?
Yeah, it's
And
been,
you
like,
did it, bro.
Cousin
Congrats.
Stiz, Mouthy, I think Michael Christmas, and like 2 other people, I believe. So for Justin to be on that list and like to me be in that moment and help that happen is, to me, is a super big deal.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Game of inches, man. Like little by little by little by little, bro. That's how you fucking make it, bro. And that's huge
Shout out
for
Clancy,
Massachusetts. Yo, shout out. You already know, man. That's incredible. And like every
He's also the reason why I started calling pizza Za, and I'm never going back.
pizza
yeah.
Za.
You know who calls it Zach? And it's like,
Really?
Yeah, bro, I'm never going back. I'm never going back. I'm calling that shit Za for the rest of my life.
yeah.
Yo, that's just crazy, bro. I feel like people that say Za, it's like you're right. They just stick to it.
Bro, you can't go back.
You never go back.
It just rings off the tongue, bro, I swear.
And you never go. So you are an actor and you're a rapper. Like
Yeah. Now I guess I'm an actor. Yeah, I got the IMDb, so.
you got the IMDb. How you feeling about that?
It's tight. It's funny, when I was younger, so the first artistic journey I ever was doing was dancing. And when I was dancing, I was taking acting classes because I wanted to be on like fucking Disney Channel, Nickelodeon and shit.
Yep.
And I was taking classes at the Boston Casting Center, and I
Yep.
think that's around here.
Yeah.
And I think midway through my first like class group session, I was like, fuck this acting shit, I'm just gonna do this dance shit. But it's kind of cool to see how like things have kind of come full circle with me.
Yeah.
So I think acting, now that I'm older, is something I would probably like pursue a little bit more.
Yeah. I was gonna say, what's your main priority?
Music for sure.
Music for sure.
Music 100%. I feel like, well, I I came into music completely by accident. If you asked me, if you told me when I was 17 or 16 that I'd be like rapping or making music, I would have laughed in your face. Because at that time, dance was like the number one priority to me. I think around my senior year, I got hurt. I tore my meniscus and both my legs, so I had to get surgeries and stuff. I went through a big depression. And I couldn't dance at the same level I was doing during that time because I was like, I could say I was semi-professional. I was like leaving the state, doing battles and jams and all that
dope.
stuff.
What's like the biggest like thing you had for dance? Like,
I was a part of Funk Phenomenon. I don't know if you guys know Funk Phenomenon was
Sounds
on
familiar.
America's Best Dance Crew. Like
yep, sounds familiar.
Yeah, they came in third place. I wasn't a part of the big funk company that was on the television show, but I was a part of their future and teen division. I was training for the big division, but then I got hurt, and shit kind of like had a shift for me. So
Damn,
yeah,
that's a big deal, bro.
it was, bro. I like during that whole time I lost my whole identity. I did not know who I was for like that. From 17 to 19, I had a whole identity crisis.
Like, what do you mean by that?
There's this thing that I feel like a lot of people do this, but even it's worse in the artist community where people will take their art and infuse it with their identity. So when so imagine if you're like a painter, right? And you painted your whole life. And then one day, both your hands are broken. That's going to completely fuck with you because all you know was how to paint. All you know was how to make this type of art. And when that's taken away from you, you kind of lose who you are as a person. You might feel like you have no reason to exist because you cannot do the main thing that you've been doing for years.
Yeah, you got to be multidimensional.
And that's how I felt with dance because dance was like, I was like, live or die, I wanted to be a dancer. I was getting scholarships to go train and do all this other stuff, and then I had these surgeries.
Yeah, once you tore your meniscus or menisci, I don't know.
Meniscus, yeah.
Yeah, so that's when you had like the identity crisis?
Yeah, absolutely. And I started figuring out how to like take my art and kind of put it in new like spaces. In high school, I don't know if you guys know who Acrobatic is.
No,
So
I never
he's
heard of
an
him.
artist. He's an OG rapper that used to like. You guys didn't grow up out here, right? Did you grow up?
I did not.
He's from Connecticut.
Okay,
I'm
who
from
are you?
Lawrence, Mass.
Okay, so do you remember waking up in the morning and going listen to Jam 945? And they
Bro,
did this-
Ramiro and Pebbles in the morning,
all right,
baby.
so there's also
Yazerski.
There's also this thing called a sports wrap up. Do you remember that?
I think so. Yeah,
So
yeah.
the sports wrap up was this dude Acrobatic, who was a rapper from the city that would do the sports wrap up every morning.
Oh, okay.
He came to my high school and he did a rap class, and I ended up going because one of my homies was
That's
a rapper.
lit. That's
and I went
lit.
to support him, and he taught me how to like the basics of writing rhymes and bars and all
That's
this other
sick.
stuff.
That's sick.
Then after I got hurt, I was kind of just like, fuck it, let me give this rap shit a try. And this is during the SoundCloud era. So
It's the Uzis, the Navs, all these guys.
yeah, so during that time, the shit that I was kind of listening to, which was like OG Mako, Father, a lot of like the underground Atlanta shit, it was bubbling on SoundCloud. And I guess at first I was trying to be like this lyrical miracle type of artist, but I couldn't make good songs like that. So I just said, fuck it, let me try to just be me. And I started like yelling and doing like all this like, not people things ridiculous bars and shit like that, and it ended up just kind of just like working. I felt like I was like a fucking Squirtle who just evolved into a Blastoise.
I used that reference last time and nobody understood.
You feel me? It's like this evolution. Like, oh shit! Like I think I found my footing.
Bro, we had some girl in the last episode, and I used that same exact analogy. She's like, "What the fuck?" And I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
"I'm like, nah, you're not hip.
She got her anime yet, bro.
You're
That's
not
crazy.
hip. You're not hip."
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's good shit, man.
Yeah, man. And that became WHYTRI, and here I am.
That's here you are
Wait,
today.
so how old are you right now?
I'm 26.
You're 26,
Yeah.
and so you transitioned into rapping around like 19, 20?
Yeah, 19, 20. I feel like I didn't get good until like 22. I put out this song called Snorkel on and Extra Wi-Fi that kind of went a little like crazy in the New England area. So that's when I was like, oh yeah, I think I know what I'm doing. I got something.
Okay.
I think I can do this rap shit for real.
Damn.
Okay. Nice. And how did like the acting piece eventually get in there?
The acting piece is Connor. He literally called me, was like, "Yo, I'm shooting a movie. I want you to audition for a part." I'm like, "Okay, cool." Sent him my audition piece, my audition fucking video, and he was like, "You got it." And I was like, "Okay."
Just like that. Just like that.
And we shot the fucking movie.
Damn.
Okay. So that just happened to like come about like like spontaneously. It wasn't really like you practiced it for a while and like did a few.
I had to practice for the part for sure, in that sense. But in the sense of like getting it, it was just like, yo, I think you have. Connor wanted me to audition for the part mostly just off my personality.
Yeah.
Because he felt like the character that they wrote matched me the most. So.
I loved your character.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, honestly, like your character was. Besides, I mean, the guy, I forget his name. What was his name?
Xander.
Yeah,
Drew.
that guy was hilarious. But like, besides him, I think you're
My man's was
Thank you, man.
literally taking Vaseline and just rubbing it in his hands, bro.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That shit.
Crazy.
That shit.
It's funny because I didn't mean to cut you off,
go ahead.
but I didn't meet Xander till the ending clip, the bonus clip.
Oh, like in person? You never met him?
we never met until we shot the last clip, which is for the
damn.
bonus.
Yeah, that was a sick like bonus clip at the end.
Yeah.
That kind of made me like be like, oh, is there gonna be like a prequel where we find out what happens to these guys and do they get to Faneuil Hall? and, like,
Listen,
reconvene?
all I know is I'm glad that they finally let the black man survive for once. I don't watch it.
Yeah,
Bro, you don't
facts,
see no scary
bro.
movies that black guys survive.
Big facts.
Dude, facts, bro. It's always like the black guy who's always like the voice of reason is like, yo, we shouldn't split up, guys. Or like, dude,
He usually dies second.
he always
It's
gets
crazy.
killed off first for some dumb shit. But like, finally, he survived, you know?
Right to the end. People can say say, oh, well, I got killed at the end or I got murdered at the end. Oh, that's just fine and dandy, but that is speculation. Until that credits roll, I'm alive. So I survived.
The
You know what I
the
mean?
Disney rule or the Marvel rule is, or whatever movie rule is, the character is not dead unless explicitly killed on fucking camera.
Yeah, you have to be killed on
You
camera
have
to be perceived
killed.
dead.
And you
So
were
if
never
you-
killed on camera.
No.
If
You just walked out that door and who knows, you made it to the production
That's all.
maybe.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Because it's like, even in the crazy movies, like, bro, if you fall down a black hole or what, bro, you're not dead unless I see you stop breathing with the fucking knife through your heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look at the Sith Lord. He came back.
Even in Prudential, like a lot of people didn't see. That Kayla actually the one who saw it. So when we were watching the movie, she knew that I survived because when I told there was that rooftop scene when I'm talking to Colin, like the minute I leave out of here, I'm gonna go light the top of the Prudential Center gold. Then the next day he goes out and you can go see that the color shifts.
Yeah.
So I made it to the Prudential.
Yeah.
We just don't know after that, but a lot of people perceived me dead because they just didn't.
They didn't get that part of
Yeah.
the plot. Yeah.
They didn't,
That-
like, piece
watching
one
it
to
the
one
second time, I realized that. I was like, oh, Connor was trying to tell South that what was his name?
South's character is I think it's South.
It's South, right?
I think
Okay,
so, yeah.
okay. Benny Congo, South. Okay.
No, South is South. Benny is. I don't know Benny. I don't know Benny's name.
Another one of like those supporting characters in the movie. Okay, well, whoever your brother was in the movie, because I think your name in the movie was
My name in the movie is Adam.
Adam, and then South is your brother. South, Connor was talking to South, and he was like, "Yo," he was trying to tell South, like, "Yo, I gotta show you something," like, because he thought you made it,
Yeah.
and he wasn't trying to.
He wasn't trying to hear it because he assumed I was dead because when we went downstairs, he saw the door
assumed
open
like
and didn't see
he
me.
like let you like walk out without like stopping him, or like you indirectly killed him in a way.
Yeah, which ends up to me is the reason why South ends up doing what he does to Connor when he's outside.
Right. Yeah. And it was crazy. Xander came in and was like, "Pow!" Like,
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. That was crazy.
I didn't see that
Because
coming.
the first time
either.
y'all saw the movie was the first time I saw the movie.
That's
too.
what you told, because
Yeah.
we linked up with you. Literally, the first time we ever really met you was, I just randomly went up to you after the show.
Yeah,
You're wearing the
100%.
fit.
The
Boom,
fit,
you know what I'm
the
saying?
cane? The cane
you
was
know,
the-
beads
Yeah,
were
for sure.
fire.
100%.
She got you the loafers, or she got you something. I was just
100%.
like, that shit was crazy, bro. The fit was nice. You guys we were all wavy, man. We were so fucking hammered. Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, man.
I remember like asking you like, how would you describe your music and stuff like that, and you were telling us a little bit about it, and like you were like, yeah, some people would describe me as like a mixture between like Tyler the Creator and like, you know, like alternative hip hop in a way, like
Yeah.
alternative rap. And like after like hearing that and then going and listening to your music and like that newest record like you dropped recently, I was like, okay, I definitely see the Tyler the Creator,
yeah,
that
shout out John
alternative,
Glass.
yeah. And it was really good. I think the song was really good.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Tell the people what's going on with you right now musically. What's the most up to date Twitter feed? Boom.
I have a project coming out, executive produced by my man John Glass. We're still putting out singles and stuff. I just gotta shoot the cover art and figure out the marketing for it. But the project's been done since like before COVID, and I'm excited to get that out for people to finally hear. I'm actually thinking about putting together like my first indie mini tour, about 4 to 5 dates.
Man, where would you want to go?
What we have locked in as ideas is Boston, Providence, Worcester, DC. And I might be doing something with a school. I'm not sure. But once I that getting the school date locked in is what I'm like really excited to have, and I think it'll be tight as shit.
Dude, students always go hard for no reason too. They'll get
sure.
hammered and then just go enjoy whatever.
For sure.
If you come to Boston, I'll definitely come out and see you.
No,
100%,
yeah, I think I might do something I'm like so we're doing small cap venues. From like 50 to 100 people, just so I can really be in the space where I can really do whatever I want on stage and not be like a big security risk.
Yeah.
So when I do these big shows, I'm kind of limited to what I can do.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Get hurt and all
Game of inches, man. You gotta little by little. You know what I mean? People enjoy the moment that you're in right now because it's never gonna be like this again. You know what I mean? You're gonna eventually get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger because all about is consistency.
Yeah.
And like even when I tell Barbara what real relate, it's like enjoy the beginning shit. Because you have so much freedom to do whatever you like and have fun with no restrictions. But once this shit all pop off and we all go bananas in like 10 years, we crazy, man, we're gonna have fucking labels, records, people fucking, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta please this, you gotta do that. So enjoy the fun freedom in the beginning, you know what I'm saying?
Follow all the protocols and all that.
Yeah, I'm learning. I'm not gonna say I'm learning the label system, but like I've had one deal with like a label. I did like a distribution deal with an indie label called As We Arrive. It's working with a label compared to doing shit your own way is definitely different. Like it's different when you have to like kind of follow protocol and follow ways to do something. And I'm still learning to see if that's something I want to do going forward in my career. But like where I'm at right now, it's like cool because I'm still in a space where I can really like experiment and figure out what things work and what don't. So I'm taking like I feel like going forward now I'm in a position where I want to start taking more risk with my music and just the brand in general. But at the same time, I'm definitely looking for like figuring out how to get better structure to scale what I got going on.
Yeah. Word. And in music, who are some of your biggest influences? Who are some people you listen to or you admire and inspire to be?
For my sound, Linkin Park, 3 Days Grace, Tyler Creator for sure, A$AP Rocky. I think Ludacris is top 10 rappers that are alive. Missy Elliott, DMX, Wayne, Busta Rhymes for sure. Let's see. James Brown.
Okay. Who's in your rotation? Who you listen to on a
All
daily?
those guys are in my rotation.
All those guys in a
Absolutely.
Like currently?
100%.
Oh damn!
Okay.
Yeah, well,
You got an interesting music taste. Damn.
Nah, yeah, man.
My shit is so basic. I got like Drake, and that's it.
Like, I just listen to what I like, man. I just take pieces of things of what I like Lil Jon. I'm a huge.
You said Lil Jon?
Yeah, bro. I'm a humongous fan of the 2000s Dirty South era of hip-hop.
Okay.
Like that's when I started listening to
Hurricane
rap.
Chris.
Yeah, like when
Baby Bash, does it count? Cyclone, does that count too?
That counts as like the 2000 era.
Okay,
like,
okay.
That was like when we had all those really cool one-hit wonders like, like Hurricane Chris.
Remember
and fucking,
A-Bay?
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying.
Yo,
Pop
those
Lock
shits
and
were
Drop It.
banging.
Yeah, fucking when Jibs was hard, like Bow Wow, like all that too. The Mike Jones, like that era of hip hop.
Mike Jones.
That era of hip hop is my favorite because that was a time where hip hop wasn't always about the lyricism and like the skills on the mic. It was dead ass personality and environment, and I think that was the coolest shit ever, bro. Like,
what's your view on today's hip hop?
Today's hip hop is solid, bro. It's super dope, super different, super diverse. I just think even though it's diverse, I feel like people need to slowly start getting away from the auto-tune and going back to like trying to make music that doesn't rely on like, I'm not gonna say it doesn't rely on crazy melodies, but like doesn't rely on easy fixes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You take a little splice, get a little loop in there going on, and you just fucking
there's so much like auto-tune shit going on. It's tight, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it's like when you have 20 people they're not making the same music, but they're using the same resources to make the same type of music.
End up sounding the same.
Yeah.
Give me like your top 3 artists that you just can't fucking stand.
I can't stand right now.
You can't stand it. Like fucking.
Now I'm like, oh man, this ass.
Yeah. Like this motherfucker's trash, bro.
This motherfucker is trash, bro.
You hear a song on the radio, you hear a song come on at a party, like, nah, I can't do this shit. Cardi, Uzi, 6ix9ine.
He's a snitch, but 6ix9ine has some slappers.
People forget Dummy Boy.
Yeah,
That's his favorite artist.
I don't like.
Yeah, not anymore.
Top 3 trash artists that you're just like, yo, these guys are garbage.
I feel like I don't call people trash that much though.
Or like a song.
Huh? Yeah.
You listen to anything?
I listen to anything, but I don't like.
You like Lil Nas X?
His album
was crazy.
Yo, his album was fire.
His album was crazy. Like
I'm not a big fan of the music, but some songs, I think he's got really good melodies.
No, yeah, Nas isn't trash, bro. It's just his. Lil Nas X isn't trash. I think some people might feel like his music is mediocre compared to others.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like he makes it up with his personality.
True.
And at the same time, it's like we live in a time right now where you can have mediocre music, but if your personality shines, that's what people care about. Like, people got to understand that there are artists that people care about because of the art, and there are artists that people care about because of their personality and them as a person. Lil Nas is an artist who's cared about because of him and his personality.
Mm-hmm.
If he can either make good music and people will be like, oh, that's a bonus. But if he makes normal music that other people are making way better, it's still like, okay, we're still gonna rock with it because we like Lil Nas X. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Coi Leray.
Coi Leray? I don't listen to her. I don't even listen to Coi Leray that much, but she's from here.
She got that TikTok, that little boop boop boop. You know what I mean?
I think she's getting too much hate though, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, people. There was like a video I saw. Someone was sleeping at one of her concerts. I'm like, nah, y'all violated. Y'all violated.
I think people like put too much expectation on people sometimes too. Like, same way, like 2 years ago, people were yelling at Lil Baby to change his flow, and then he changes his flow, and then y'all got mad that he changed his flow. Fun fact: I met Lil Baby. Lil Baby handed me a mixtape in 2016.
No shit.
way.
Yeah, so
Lil Baby, my favorite like street artist out right now.
It's the wildest shit ever. So
Tell me about it.
what was that song that
I'm geeking
you were
out.
a fan of that hit a million?
I'm geeking.
When he's in like a trap house with people with a bunch of like AK. This one he went by Baby Jesus.
Oh, Baby Jesus.
Oh, that's the baby, not Lil Baby.
You met the baby?
I met the baby, not Lil Baby. I apologize.
All these little babies. This is the baby,
I met the baby in 2016. He was on tour with Rob Banks. It was the weirdest shit ever.
Yeah.
He was on tour with Rob Banks, and I used to work security at a venue that he was coming at.
Yeah.
And,
Where is it? Where is this?
this one I worked at the Middle East.
Okay.
In Cambridge. So he came to the Middle East for Rob Banks, and he came out and he did his thing, but people didn't. It was wild because people didn't really care like that because they were like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" After their set, I went up and I was like, "Bro, your shit was dope." And he was like, "Yeah, man, I appreciate you." And he handed me a mixtape. This is when he went by Baby Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And I still have this mixtape. 2 months later, Suge drops and he becomes the Baby and he's out of here.
Damn.
No way.
I can't make this shit up, bro.
Did he play Suge at that concert?
No, he didn't have Suge yet.
What was he playing at that concert?
It was the Baby Jesus shit.
Interesting.
Lil Baby, Da Baby.
So before he
Baby
became
Jesus.
the Baby, he was Baby Jesus, and he had like 7 albums, bro.
7 albums?
Yeah.
It's like Lil Durk too. Lil Durk been rapping since like 2010. You know what I
He
mean?
just started caring about Lil Durk, what, a year and a half ago?
Drake popped them off, man.
Yeah, Drake really.
Nah, actually, take it back.
He was big. Yeah,
He
was
had an
popping, but now
album
he's
right
popping.
before. He had an album right before that Drake feature. I think it was with like the three, like it's like him in like the blue cover or the red cover.
Yeah.
The album was pretty good, and then the following 3 months later in August, he fucking
I just think that.
Pull Up Music, right? Yeah, okay, Pull Up Music. That was the name of the Baby song, Pull Up Music.
Pull Up Music. Okay,
So when he came out, that music video was his first million.
damn.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. You just never know. You know what I mean? Like you just never know.
Was he a good guy? Was he a nice guy?
The Baby's cool as shit. Cool as shit. Cool as shit.
Because he gets a bad rep now.
Yeah, what do you think about
gets
him
a
trying
bad
to get
rep.
canceled?
He got canceled. And the people trying to cancel him.
People gotta understand, bro. Like,
Tell him.
that man's from the trenches.
Tell him.
He's gonna say whatever he wants. Like, him and Boozy ain't that different. They're gonna say whatever he wants, except the baby still got a little bit more money on him. You know what I'm saying? But like
Boozy out here getting his Instagram hacked and deleted and destroyed like 100 million times. So much to the point where the CEO of Instagram was like, "Yo, Boozy, I'm sorry, we just cannot reinstate your Instagram again. You keep putting naked girls on there. We just can't do it on live."
Cause y'all remember what, like these guys, these are also guys that came from an era where this shit didn't exist, and when you could say whatever the fuck they wanted, no one cared.
But the baby, you know, they tried to cancel him, and he tried to hold still, but then he apologized and then he removed it. I don't know. Listen, that's not.
Yeah, he doesn't want to. The baby does not want to apologize.
No, he does not want to apologize. He wanted to double down, if anything, and be like, "Yo, fuck it." You know what I mean?
Yeah, because he got money.
He don't care, bro.
Money,
like,
bro, you know what I'm saying?
He's just different
Straight.
generation. He don't get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then now there's another thing with the baby too. It's like that he's like punching his fans or knocking out his fans. He's a really aggressive dude. Like,
Yeah, that's happened. I think he's punched like 3 fans.
Yeah, he's
before
knocked them
already.
out.
He definitely knocked out one fan on stage, and he definitely like punched a girl in like Miami.
Yeah,
But at the same time, it's one of those things where it's like
that's crazy.
he has security, and when you're trying to bypass security to touch him, you could take that as a legal threat to defend yourself.
That's true.
That same thing happened with Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates was on stage,
Yo,
and a girl
Kevin
tried
Gates
to grab
like
his nuts.
stomp somebody.
Yeah, and he
right?
stomped her out, and then he did like what,
Yeah.
2 years in prison for that?
NBA YoungBoy, the same thing in the elevator. Same thing. Be careful with those elevators.
They always got cameras in them.
They always got cameras in them.
You never know who's trying to provoke you, bro. So it's one of those things where it's
I'd
like,
say just respect the artists and respect their human rights and their space. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just in general, you know, like,
Yeah,
give them a little dap. And
I don't
keep
see the
moving.
baby running out and giving niggas haymakers for no reason.
Nah.
You feel me?
Haymakers.
Somebody went up to the baby and they were like, "Yo, what up, Roddy Rich?" And like, I would be mad too. Like, I would be pissed off. You know what I mean?
He
Like,
just looked at him and just left. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But it's
bro, he's like, "Yo, what?"
people are always. We live in such a time where it's like people are gonna do whatever they need to do for likes and clicks. It doesn't matter if
Yeah.
they disrespect you, hurt your feelings, hit you. They don't care. Like
They
the
want-
whole
They,
culture.
They went up to the baby and they were like, "Yo, I'm your biggest fan. I'm your biggest fan ever. I love you." He's like, "Oh yeah, what's your favorite song by me?" He goes, and he said like some Roddy Rich song, and he was like, "Bro, that's not me. That's Roddy Rich."
Oof.
And then he just fucking put the windows up, and he's like, "All right, get the fuck out of my face." It's like you get people like that too. It's like you
course.
get, we're the genuine people that are actually your fans. You know what I mean? It's hard to tell. You know what I mean?
Because at the same time, they don't like. Just people don't understand. Just because you like a person's music, that does not mean they need to talk to you or like want to talk to you.
So they might be in a
Right.
bad mood,
Yeah.
you know, and I mean, they're human too. You know what I mean?
Or,
Like
bro, it's
people.
like, bro, I don't know you. I don't.
Yeah.
You're bumping my shit, cool, but like,
Yeah. So when you
You know
do,
what I mean?
when you do a show, you said the Middle East, right, with Justin
Yeah.
Clancy. When you do a show like that, and you have young fans come up to you, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? How does that make you feel?
it's dope, man.
Because I saw, like I said, we spoke earlier. I saw your Instagram. You gave this young girl like a little
Yeah.
shirt and everything. You signed it off. You make your way out of that. Why? And what does that show about your character?
So I think like it just means a lot because you guys gotta understand, for someone to pay $10, $15, $20 to come see you perform, it's a big deal no matter what level you are. Like people are spending their hard-earned money to come see you like do what you do. Not only is that like a big deal on that front, but it just shows that people actually care. So when I come do these shows and people pay for these tickets and they come buy merch after, it means a lot because it's helping me like stay financially stable in what I'm doing, but it also shows me that, all right, what I'm doing has some type of impact, and I need to try to continue doing it to the best of my
That's a
degree.
little kid too, man.
Yeah.
Like that's like people. That's why I said, Barbara, you gotta be careful what you put out and shit like that because you don't know if there's a little kid watching you. You know what I mean? Like looking up to you, bro. I remember being like fucking 8, 10 years old watching these YouTubers and shit like that had like maybe like 1,000 subscribers. Now they're fucking millions of subscribers.
Yeah.
And I remember they would put out content too, and they fucking. It's bananas. You never know. I never subscribed. I never liked. I never fucking dropped a comment. Just always watching the sideline. And you never know, bro. And it's consistency is king. That's the one thing Connor taught me too. Consistency, for sure.
For sure, and it's just you never know who's gonna like fall off and whoever's gonna like who's gonna rise, who's gonna peep, and who's gonna flatline. So with that, it's like your fans or your people gonna keep you from like going through those type of like experiences. You know what I'm saying? So you keep them happy, they're gonna take care of you. Same thing. Happy wife, happy life. It's the same thing with the fans.
Exactly.
You're saying your supporters. You got
Happy fans, happy bands.
low key. You know what I'm saying?
You just made that.
Low key,
Off the top, kinda.
Low key, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, I gotta get a lot better at putting out more content and figuring ways how to like.
But you do a good job. Like I saw you like, yo, pre-save. Like you push
Yeah.
your shit. You push your
I
shit.
do. I definitely
you
do.
believe in you, you know?
Yeah.
And that's good, man.
I appreciate that. It's just always, like I said, it's always figuring out how do I like get to this next level and like break this barrier that I got, because my brand, I feel like the stuff that I do and in my brand is such a like trailblazing type of thing. I'm trying to figure out my path for myself because I don't really have others to look at to kind of guide me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all about figuring out how do I scale this and keep it going and reach new people as best as I can.
Wait, so question before you jump in. The project that you completed before COVID.
Collision, Rise of the Ride Shield.
Okay, cool. When does that drop?
Oh, I'm sorry. That album, I want to drop it on Mother's Day. That's the goal, to drop it on Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. And you worked with John Glass on that as well?
Shout out to John Glass. He found me in like 2018, invited me to the studio. We made a couple records. Like one record turned to 2, 2 turned to 3, 2 turned to 5, 5 turned to like 15.
Jeez.
So he makes your beats?
Yeah, he's definitely produced a lot for me. He does a lot of my main engineering too. I have John Glass is I do a lot of work with John Glass. This kid Kai, who's super dope. We have a record coming out on my birthday, and my homie Akeem, who goes by Too Deep. He produced Pitch Perf, Hero's Revenge, and Free Clout.
Okay.
What was his name? You said Keem?
Yeah, Akeem.
Baby Keem?
Nah, Akeem.
I was gonna say, this is just a random thought I had on the top of my head.
Yeah, for sure.
Would you say you hold any resemblance to the way you make music like XXXTentacion?
I feel like X
In his early days.
I feel like X is a lot more extreme than me.
Yeah.
But I guess to a degree, I feel like X had a very, very, very well understanding of his musical ability when he started making music. I'm still figuring out new melodies and like learning how to sing and do all this other stuff in my voice. But like I get it for sure. Yeah, it's funny. On a stream one time, somebody told me I had a song called out. Somebody said in the comments, they were like, "Yo, this guy sound like Ski Mask, the Slump God's long lost brother."
But that's what I'm saying. Like those are the type of vibe, like that Ski Mask, like Juice and like X. Like I get that type of vibe, low key from you.
Yeah,
you know
for sure. Yeah, I mean,
Same.
those guys are definitely super fire, definitely inspirations. I definitely fuck with Ski. I definitely fucked with X and the whole Florida movement and Wi-Fi.
Yeah. We gotta get a Ski Mask and WHYTRI. We gotta get that.
My fans usually compare me to. They compare me to Sheck West, JPEG Mafia, and Tyler, the Creator, the most.
Yep, Sheck West Tyler. Yep. Okay.
And I'm like, I didn't. It's funny because I didn't know who JPEG Mafia was until fans were telling me like, "Yo, bro, you need to do some shit with like JPEG." And I'm like, I do not. Know
Have you started to like try to collab with some of those
outreach and stuff like that?
Yeah, I definitely. It's funny. I reached out. Me and Wi-Fi have talked. Me and Wi-Fi's funeral have talked about doing something.
Oh, really? Wi-Fi's funeral was lit.
But I might. It should like I locked something in with Mick Jenkins, so that should be cool. I just don't know what's gonna happen. Before it's funny when I first started coming out, bro, and doing these shows. I wish I knew how to talk to artists and managers like that, because I could have probably had something with like IDK or like Rico Nasty. But at the time,
Rico Nasty going crazy with Cardi right now.
I had no idea how to like talk to artists after we were doing the shows and shit. So,
dude, it's all right. I mean, bro, that's it's a learning experience. We're learning as well too, man. Like we know how to reach out to. We reached out to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's hard for us too. Like that's tough.
Because it's like one thing to just like hit somebody up, but you gotta like hit them up with an intention of like trying to. I mean, everybody's trying to get something, you know what I'm saying?
Like value proposition.
Yeah, you need to give them some type of value, not just ask them for something without providing anything in return.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
We got you
know what
guys
I mean?
waters.
Yeah, we got you some
You know,
water.
some mints.
Yeah, some
you know what I mean?
treats, some coffee.
You know, a comfy studio maybe, nice
That
chair. you
studio
know?
was really nice. I'm not gonna hold you.
That's what we love. We love it. You know, but like
the real goal of like why we wanted you to come on is like, one, we want to learn about you and we want to learn like what you got going on, like how you came about and like where you see yourself going. But we also want to expose our audience to you. You know what I mean?
100%.
Because like even if it's just one person who like listens to the pod out of like the 20 that listen to us, they're gonna like maybe look you up and like listen to some of your tracks and be like, oh, I fuck with this guy. You know what I mean?
bro, for sure, bro. Like
And that's all the organic cross pollination work that we're trying to do here.
cross pollination. Fucking we're
Hey, you
a bunch
like that word?
We're a bunch of fucking bugs out here and shit. No, but it's crazy. It's crazy because quick little story. We have the first guy I ever really interviewed on the podcast. His name is Leo Dia, and he is my best friend's brother, and he's a phenomenal artist out in LA. He lived in Lawrence too, moved out to San Francisco. Then now he's in LA. He's got a boy and crew out there. Infinite, they out there as well, making phenomenal music. Infinite makes like Spanish music and shit.
Oh, that's dope.
And then like Leo Dia, he does like he's like a melodic hip hop and shit like that. And then it's crazy because a dude that I actually met around my building, around my apartment complex, his name is Try, and he makes like R&B type of Ty Dolla $ign, Bryson Tiller type music. He told me he's gonna go out to LA. I said, yo, hit up my boy Infinite, hit up my boy Leo Dia, bro. And I just said this like quick on the fly, like 2 minutes. Next thing I knew, like a week later, he told me he's going out to LA. Bro, they linked up.
That's dope.
And they we're in the studios together and they making records and shit. I'm like, bro, this is great.
That's
you know,
dope.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what we want for you too. Like we want you to grow and explore your sound because we're all learning and we're all growing. So, like you said, the cross pollination, it's a real thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. By the way, anyway, we're about 35 minutes in. How we all feeling? Everyone's good. Everyone's chilling.
Cool, man.
Let me know if you guys need anything for Phil.
Cool,
you know what I mean? But yo, this is great, man. But Anyway, Barber, any other question you want to ask?
Yeah, so what I was gonna ask before, between like you and your beat maker, producer, what's the creative process look like? So when you jump into the studio, what's the first thing you talk about? What's the few things that you do to lay out, okay, I want to create this type of song today? Like, what's that creative process look like?
So the whole album I made with John was I'd walk into the studio and be like, John, I feel like this. I need something that sounds like this. In the sense of, I need something that sounds like how I feel, which is this.
Like, I'm fucking angry today. I want a fucking angry beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he'd make the beat, and I would just go in and make like, oh, I think we need like this type of melody. Oh, can you do the drums like this? Oh yeah, I need like this. All right, boom, 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 boom. All right, yeah, it's done. There were times where it's like he'll like there was times where he'll like put down the drums, and then like make the hi-hats. And I'd be like, all right, bro, stop. I'm like, he's like, yo, try. What are you talking about? It's done. Don't even worry about it. Just put me in the studio. Like, what do you like, bro? What are you talking about, bro? Listen, I'm gonna go into the booth. You hit record. We're done. Trust me. I go in. Say what I have to say, come out, and he'd be like, okay, I get it, yeah. All right. Now then he would go back in just build on top of it.
I feel you, because I used to watch a couple of videos too, like Travis Scott back in the day, and he used to do the same exact shit with like Metro and shit like that. He'd be like on like one song from like from days before, like one of his rodeo, days before fucking rodeo out mixtapes. He did the same thing. It was like, yo, take off the drums, take off the drums, take off the drums. And I feel you. You know, that's that creative process where sometimes the engineer is going from a technical standpoint. You know, I'm sometimes trying to feel the vibe, but the artist is the one who really kind of like understands how the song should go. You know, that's why it's good to also have a producer as well too. You know, to kind of put it all together.
So you'll have like a sound engineer.
You have a sound engineer who makes
the guy who makes the beat.
Correct.
And then the artist like
WHYTRI.
And then you have the producer who gives the song a direction.
Kind of sometimes.
Not a direction, but more like put all the pieces together.
like,
make sure everyone's in order and sync.
Yeah, like sometimes.
Because at the end of the day, it's him. You know what I mean? Like it's his
that's
vision.
why you say you're the producer.
Yeah, in a sense, because like sometimes, like me, I'm weird. Like I can go into the studio and someone can play a beat or like something they're working on, like a skeleton, and I already hear the song in my head. Like the song's done in my head.
Yeah.
So I already know what it's gonna feel like. As long as I understand what it's gonna feel like and what's gonna sound like, the song is done. Everything else is just plugging in words and all this other shit. But as long as you have, for me, as long as I have the feeling of the song and understanding what I want the song to do. Because some of my songs make you want to like bang your head. Some of them make you want to rock. Some of them make you want to like throw a chair out the window. As long as I understand how it's supposed to do and how it's supposed to like flow, then it's done. I just got to put in words from that perspective.
Word.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say it's kind of funny, but can you explain your shirt to the audience?
Oh yeah, so my shirt.
Like it says distracted the shit out of me.
So shout out. I think his name is like It's like Stolky or Stunksy or something. I found him on Instagram. He does like wild shirts. And basically my shirt is a bunch of Lindsay Lohan mugshots. It's the greatest shit I ever bought in my life. I have no regrets.
Wow.
This is my first time I actually got to wear this shirt because I have nowhere else to ever like wear
And they all look like different versions of her too.
Oh yeah, these are all like, I think like in total it's like 5 years apart.
But why is it your favorite shirt?
Because it's hard, bro. It's a bunch of mugshots of Lindsay Lohan. She's a fucking legend. Lindsay's a goat.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Herbie fully loaded. Shout out Lindsay Lohan. I hope you're doing good.
Shout out Lindsay Lohan and this bitch.
Stay out of rehab, girl.
Yeah,
Big facts.
her
That
and
is
Britney.
big facts as well too. Damn, Lindsay Lohan, bro.
Well, Brittany just had people ruining her life, so she just kind of had like a toxic meltdown. Nothing really happened to Lindsay Lohan. She was just one day just doing a bunch of drugs, and next thing you know, she's in prison for like stealing and like coke.
I remember like Britney, didn't she like shave her head and everything like that?
Yeah,
too?
and like she was going. But you have to understand, Britney Spears went through a lot of shit. Like she doesn't even own her estate. Her dad and her little sister.
I saw
That was a whole like
I saw that.
That'll make you go crazy, bro. Imagine you put in the work to make you to create such a living and type of lifestyle for your family, and you don't even own none of that.
Bro, she has to ask to her dad,
bro,
to buy anything.
She's like 30. She was 33, still asking her pop, "Hey, I want to buy this Lamborghini. Can you give me the money from my bank account?" That's crazy.
It's bananas. Act like she didn't put in any work neither.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
you're like, what the fuck? Like,
Britney Spears is a fucking superstar, bro. Britney Spears is like, she's past low key. Britney Spears is a mega icon to this day, because everybody
her name in general.
Yeah, because people gotta understand not only
in the
what did
day,
she
in the
do, what she
2000s,
did
yeah.
during her day. Everybody that's out now is like a daughter to like Nicki Minaj and like Britney Spears and it's like some other female. Like no matter the female artist now, Britney Spears has some type of hand in her evolution.
Yeah.
And like in that inspiration, and no one can tell me otherwise.
No, I definitely agree with that. I see that for sure. Missy Elliott too, like you mentioned. Missy
Yeah, bro.
Elliott.
Like there's some like she is like a mother of a lot of people.
Yeah.
Men and women artists. Britney Spears is in that caliber.
Megan Thee Stallion versus Nicki Minaj,
And what?
and just overall like.
Nicki Minaj is gonna take it every category, bro. That's not even a
What
conversation.
think so?
What clip?
Absolutely, that's not
Like
even a conversation.
bar for bar.
Are you crazy?
Okay.
I'm asking a question.
Nicki, go back and listen to Beat Me Up, Scotty, bro.
First of all, I've been a huge fan of Nicki Minaj since her fucking first album. Back in the day when she was doing the mixtapes and doing shit on YouTube.
Fuck all that, bro. Fuck all that. When you go home, go back and listen to her Chirac remix.
Yeah, bro,
She bodied Kanye West,
I've been heard
Prime
that.
Rick Ross, and G Herbo, and it was G Herbo's record.
No, what's that?
my
What's
God.
that? She has a song called like "Looking Ass Nigga," and then that song is fire too, bro.
Bro.
I was like, that
Nicki,
song.
Nicki Minaj is top 5 dead or alive. That's a fact.
Wow.
If anybody says anybody,
you hear what
if anybody says anybody different about Nicki, they're crazy.
Okay,
But if we're talking top 5 dead or alive rappers, we have to put one woman in there at least, and that is Nicki Minaj. Period.
Okay.
We could say Lauryn Hill, even though she had one album, which is I'll take it. We could say you want to fuck around and say Foxy Brown or Raw Digga and all those other female artists. That's cool, but if we're really talking about from a number perspective, an impact perspective, in the sense of how she fathered a lot of these female artists who are breathing now, it's Nicki Minaj. Bro. That's not even the debate.
What was her first her first album? The Pink
I think her first actual debut
Yes.
album.
What's it
No,
called?
it was Roman's Revenge, right?
No,
Roman's
Pink Print. No,
Revenge.
pull it up on your phone. Nicki Minaj first album, the one with Eminem.
Yeah.
Pink Print was incredible.
The song is Roman's Revenge, but the album is called
Okay, so Pink Print was incredible. The album was incredible.
I thought the Pink Print was the one with the
Pink Friday,
Yeah.
the Pink Print, yeah.
Yeah, the thumb.
with the thumb. No, what's
Yeah.
her first album?
Friday.
Pink Friday.
Yeah.
That one, Nicki Minaj's first album. She had the one with Eminem on there, Drake on there.
I thought her first album was Playtime is
And
Over.
you gotta
No,
understand.
So I
You gotta
just looked
understand.
it
You
up.
gotta understand.
Playtime is over.
Let's look back at Young Money, right? Young Money was about
Friday.
12 deep, 12 artists deep. The only the artists that really survived to create careers that still long lasting to this day from Young Money is Tyga, Drake, and Nicki. Nicki is. I think there's only 2 women signed to Young Money.
There's like another one. Yeah, I forgot the other one.
Young Money is owned by Birdman, right?
Huh?
All right, Young Money.
Or is it Cash
you said
Money?
Chanel.
Sorry.
So the way it goes.
Chanel. Yeah, this
so
is the
I don't
one
know-
on the show, right?
Yeah. I don't know if you guys know how the label system works. There's 3 labels, right? There's Universal, there's Sony, and there's Warner Brothers. Within those 3 labels, there are baby labels. So
Yep.
pretty much the way it works is Universal had to deal with Cash Money, which is owned by Birdman, right? Birdman then gave Wayne money to sign artists and create under his own label, which is called Young Money.
Okay.
And Nicki and Drake were signed to Young Money. So technically they were signed to Wayne, who's signed to Birdman, who's signed to Universal.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Sounds like a giant pyramid scheme
That's
to me.
exactly what the label system is.
100%.
100%.
I mean, I'm very familiar. I'm very familiar with this, so I understand that. That's why there was a big reason why the Carter Five didn't drop and shit like that.
Yeah.
And there's that whole Birdman Lil Wayne beef because of a lot of that type of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like,
So-
it's my family, but I'm like, motherfucker,
So
it's also
is
a
Drake
label.
still signed to Young
No,
Money?
I think Drake got off that. I think the
Drake
album
just
that
got
got
off
him
it.
off that album was, it was either Views or Scorpion. I forget which one.
I think it was. I could check.
I forget whatever
yeah,
it is, but he
Spotify.
signed directly to Universal now.
Yeah, he signed direct. I think it's.
So what's OVO? OVO is
So
That's his
OVO
brand.
is his brand, but OVO is the baby label to Universal.
okay.
So you know what I'm saying? So Universal cuts the checks to OVO for OVO to do whatever OVO needs to be done. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see your Spotify real quick. Yeah, where I go to look at it too is I just go to Spotify, I type in the artist, and at the bottom,
Yeah,
it tells
who
you
distributed.
It tells you who distributed it, who's
So
credited on it.
so basically like is a lot of all that bullshit that you just explained to me why a lot of artists just independent now?
That, and it's like, because you have to understand, bro, when I'm independent, let's say I have an album, right? And I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I want to drop this album tomorrow. I could go onto my my distributor, press a button, and my album comes out tomorrow. When you're signed to a label, you have to be like, hey, manager, I have my album done. The manager's gonna be like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go bring this to the label. Then the label they listen to it and they're like, all right, this is cool, but no.
Why would they say no?
It's either your last project didn't do too much, so we lost money. We have a bunch of other niggas who are harder than you, who we want to work on and care about first. 2, we might just not like you anymore. So, no.
That makes sense.
Talk to me next year.
By the way, real quick interjection: Scorpion was the last album that was Young Money, Cash Money.
That's right.
And then after that, Care Package drop, that's straight OVO because that's all old YouTube songs
Yeah,
and shit like that.
I'm a fanatic, bro. I like
Yeah.
teach all my shit, all this shit.
Dark
bro. It's
Lane
crazy.
demo tape is signed, licensed under Republic Records,
Oh, that's
which is
dope.
our division of UMG, Universal Music Group. And then technically, Certified Lover Boy is the first album that is strictly under UMG.
Yeah. So like, look at it like this, bro. Let's say you're an artist, right?
bro.
Let's say you're give me an artist. Anybody.
Like,
Let's do
Okay.
Kanye.
That's not crazy big.
Okay, damn.
okay.
Let's do. I'm trying to think. This is an easy artist. Let's just do. You can play with Cardi.
Playboy Cardi, right? Playboy Cardi is still, you know what I'm saying, still pretty big. Playboy Cardi is, I think, signed to either Universal or RCA. Let's say the label has $20 million to spend on artists a year. It's not a lot, but they have way more. Let's say $20 million artists a year, right? Let's say this is Universal's $20 million. Universal has, including all the labels that they own and all the artists underneath that label, let's say they have 2,000 artists in total under Universal, right? So now they have to split $10 million, $20 million between 1,000 artists. Some artists are harder than others, so some artists have more priority to a bigger chunk of that money. So it's like
10,000 an artist.
that's 10,000 artists if each artist is equally as hot. But we both know that's not the truth.
Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Taylor Swift's about to drop. Oh shit. Okay, so Taylor Swift needs 10 million off the top. It's Taylor Swift.
And that goes towards like marketing, advertising.
Advertisement, shooting, paying everybody, the producers, the engineers, all that shit. You know
Music
what I'm saying?
videos, everything.
Music
like
that comes out of the advance or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That it comes out of the advance, which the music is supposed to pay back, and whatever else they sign
So
up.
the label is just paying for everything. The artists don't ever pay out of pocket for some shit.
If you're independent, yeah. But if you're independent or you're signed, you can do that.
Yeah.
You cannot spend money from your advances paid out of pocket. But at the end of the day, you still have to pay back. This
Drake said when
advance.
he did the God's Plan, he said he spent $1 million on his own or his own money or some
Because
shit.
Drake's God tier. That nigga don't.
Yeah.
Drake gets his advance before he even has the album done.
Yeah.
Like for Drake to make music, you need to pay him first. That's a fact, and he's not paying any of that
That's
shit
just
back.
because of his status, right?
That's because of his status. You want a Drake album? I need $4 million up front, and I'm not paying none of this shit back. I'll give you the album, but this $4 million, that's it. You get your shit when I say you get it. It drops when I say it wants to drop. I want Rick Ross, all these niggas on the feed. I want all these niggas on there, and you're paying for it. I'm not paying for none of this shit.
Damn.
But when this drops, it's now theirs. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
And he still gets his royalty splits or whatever.
Yeah.
From my understanding.
But he's trying to be smart. That's why he got off that Young Money, Cash Money shit. He's trying
Yeah, because, like-
he's trying to cut as many ties as he can.
Yeah.
And just get straight to the fucking
yeah,
top.
whole point is-
eliminate all the middlemen.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to be on the label to use its resources, but after a while, when you feel like there's no need for those resources, or you have those ability to reach those resources on your own, there's no point of being on it anymore.
Yeah.
You want to keep as much money as you possibly can for yourself.
That's their job. That's their job. That's their job. At
The
the end of
label's
the day,
just a
too.
bank, bro.
That's their job at the end of the day,
Yeah.
bro. So now, with all that said,
Wow, that's mad
with this
interesting.
history lesson you've just given us,
Yeah, no, thank you for
How
that.
do you want to move forward? What is the next big thing for you, and how do you want to move forward in the industry?
Well, first,
being a creative.
Don't get me twisted. I'd sign a label if I'd sign a deal if it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like if it's not like a
No 360 deal.
not a 360 deal, or it's a deal that's not wildly crazy. Like niggas give me 200,000 for 8 albums. You feel me? That's what like who's a first. You know what I'm saying? No, but those are deals like that, bro. People will sign 200K for 9 albums. That's the thing.
Like Khaled said, you played yourself.
Yeah, because who's to say you'll get to album 3?
8 fucking albums. Yo, what are you, bananas?
So if they give you those $200,000, what if all your albums flop? And does the label just lose money? Or do you get like blacklisted in the industry
So
and
this
you
is
never
what
get
happens.
signed again?
Let's say I sign that deal for 200K, right, for 8 albums, right? First album comes out. They give me 200K. I spend the 200K. Boom. First album comes out. It say it flops, right? The first album makes 100K, right? So now I owe 300K because of the 200 they gave me, and then they lost 100K. So now they added that on top. So they're like, yo, all right, bet. Fuck it. We'll let you try again because we think we see his potential. Here's another 200K. So now I owe 300K plus the 200 they just gave me. So now I'm at 500K. I'm only on album 2.
All right,
So you can see where this is going.
Yeah, that's
why you
ridiculous.
see why this fucking deal is so dumb.
Dude,
8
that's
fucking
ridiculous.
albums? Are you crazy?
That's ridiculous, bro. It sounds like they're
But those
fucking you
deals
no
like that
Vaseline,
exist,
bro.
and then on top of that,
Fuck that.
That's
they
what
could be
Charlotte
like,
was saying.
yeah. On top of that, they could be like, all right, bet. So that's your deal, and on top of that, we'll sign you into some type of 360. A 360 pretty much means like you get a record deal, and then within that record deal, not only do they eat off your music, they're eating off whatever else about you brings in money. So your likeness, your image,
Your merch.
your name, your merchandise, movies, commercials, anything you can get that can feed yourself, the labels are about to take some type of percentage from it.
Own your masters. Own your masters. Own that your original music.
Well, I mean,
and get your fucking royalties if you need it, bro. That's it.
yeah, owning your masters just means that I have control of what is done with my music. That's all my masters means. So it's like, you can sign away your masters without signing away all of it. You can sign away percentages of your masters. You know what I'm saying?
So like selling stocks.
Yeah, that's what songs. That's
here
what
we go.
songs literally are.
Here
Songs
we go.
are literally
Come on,
stocks.
talk to me about my
No,
language.
but yeah, like songs are literally stocks. You could put out, like I told you, like I met the baby. He had 6 albums out prior before he becoming the baby when he's baby Jesus. All those songs became stocks. Once he became the baby, he owned that whole entire back catalog. So when he blew up, his old shit also blew up too and made him bread. And that's forever money. You feel what I'm saying? So let's say like the same way Russ talks about his catalog makes fucking $200,000 a month.
Yeah, what's your opinion on Russ actually?
He's bro.
Just waiting. Just waiting.
Russ is like a Jesus.
He's
He's like a what? He's like a what?
I love Russ. He's a little cocky motherfucker.
But I love
Russ.
The thing, bro. He's not cocky. The reason why I say he's not cocky is because everything that he said that he did is something that everybody can do, but he just did it to a degree where it actually worked for him. So he's just simply saying the steps, but it's very hard to do because it's not. I'm not gonna say it's not
In
feasible,
theory,
but it is feasible. In theory, it's feasible.
Yeah, but in practice, it's
Rare.
rare.
We're talking about
it's
practice.
fucking rare. But the thing is, he did it.
It's hard as fuck to do.
He actually did it, and then he's reaping those benefits. But at the same time, we have to put into like consideration like his race, how he looks, his image. You know what I'm saying? He's very clean. He's very like, you know what I'm saying. I don't know if he's white, but he looks white.
He's
so he gets-
Sicilian.
Yeah, so he gets that type of crowd, which you got to pay him a lot of women. He makes R&B music. There's so many other factors into it.
And he put out like 11 albums before he like popped off.
And he owns all of it. So
Yeah.
since he owns all of it, that's his back catalog. He said he gets 100,000 just from the back catalog.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's what Tory Lanez was saying too. Like Tory Lanez was like, I don't we'll ask your opinion on Tory Lanez, but same thing with Tory Lanez. The marketing from being on Spotify and Apple, the fact that he owns the actual like all his own shit, he makes more than what he was making before.
Yeah.
because he owns his real shit.
Because the
The
thing
music
about-
business is fucking
it's
crazy,
like,
bro.
It's like people choose. Do you want to make a small piece of a huge pie, or do you want to make a big piece of a medium or small pie? What do you care more about?
I care about
Yeah,
fucking.
that-
Because the only difference
That's a
between
tough one.
the difference between if you have the big pie with small pieces, you'll get more opportunities compared to getting less opportunities, but you have a bigger pie. It's all about what do you care more about.
I'm a fat motherfucker. I love pie. I
You
love
feel
me
me?
some pie.
So
you know, Thanksgiving's coming up.
The big pie with the small piece.
Would I take it?
Yeah,
no, this guy.
What would I? So what are give me the options again?
The option he just gave you.
Yeah, the big pie with the small piece, or would you take the small pie with the big piece?
Damn, that's hard.
You
I
also
know, right?
have to remember in the big pie with the small piece, there are other people who are in that pie.
Who are getting some pieces.
What would you do?
Yeah.
Honestly, like I'd probably go with the big pie. I think I signed to a label because personally, like I don't want to deal with like all the bullshit administrative work that comes with like
That's fair.
all that bullshit. I'd rather just focus on the music and like put out good shit and let the label take care of it.
That's fair.
Have you seen that little Dicky show?
Yeah.
Yes.
That shit crazy.
That
What do you
shit's
think?
hilarious.
That shit's funny, right?
Season 2 is
good.
weird as fuck.
Season
but
2,
it's-
I was like, yo, this is my guy. I love. And then there was an episode where made me look at
him and Benny Blanco.
Him and Benny
That
Blanco.
episode was weird as fuck.
That was the episode. I was like, yo, this is my guy. I love this guy. And then the episode just started to get a little weird for me. And I was like, yo, like.
Nah, I was surprised. It was
I wasn't surprised.
Another fun fact is crazy. So Lil Dicky's brother was my English teacher in high school.
What the fuck?
I can't make this shit up. Yeah, he told us about him in high school when I was in like 11th grade. He was like, yeah, my brother's a rapper. They were like, Mr. Bird, what the fuck are you talking? Who's your brother?
Mr. Bird. Oh my god.
Mr. Bird. Yeah, he was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, my brother. Have you guys heard of Lil Dicky? And we laughed at this man for 2 weeks straight. I swear to God, if I didn't laugh in the next questions, I could have been on by now. I swear.
That's
Wow.
crazy. And they did an episode with oh my god, forgetting his name. Kanye and Jay-Z's producer. One of the last episodes of that show.
Was it Young Guru?
No. What's the
Any Blanca?
No. Kanye and Jay-Z's like #1 go-to producer.
Oh yes.
Oh, Rick Rubin.
Rick Rubin, yeah.
Dude, that episode.
That episode was crazy.
He
bro.
was like, he's in like in the little tube, and he goes, "Oh my God, should I do this?" He goes, "Kanye did this too," and he's a genius. He goes, "Okay, fuck it, let's go." And they didn't show him the whole episode until the very end. They showed his back. Just his back.
Yeah, I like Lil Dicky because he pulled.
He's
out,
so real, bro.
That and he's like he's pulling interpretation of the music industry in a very like realistic. You kind of figure it out as you go type of way. It's kind of really cool. Because this whole time in the show, he's kind of like a rapper who just doesn't really know what he's doing or he's trying to figure it out. And a lot of industry people that I've talked to told me like, yeah, bro, you kind of got to figure this shit out as you go. There's no like blueprint or like you do X, Y, and Z to be successful. This shit changes so much.
What was the question that you threw on the Instagram one time? Was like, would you take a dinner with Jay-Z or would you take like $1 million?
All right, so dinner
$1 million.
Dinner with Jay-Z or like $500K or $1 million or some shit like that.
I'm taking $1 million. That's stupid.
Why?
Because you
guys understand, just because you book a dinner with Jay-Z, the likelihood of Jay-Z actually showing up is
No, I'm saying you get to sit down with him.
I'm saying you get to really sit down with him.
Of course.
30 minutes, you sit down with him, or an hour, you sit down and talk with him. Would you take that opportunity or would you take
Taking
like,
$1 million.
Why?
Okay, that's what I would do too.
Because then I could probably hire the people that helped Jay-Z get to where he was at.
Yeah.
Or at least hire or at least get minutes time with them to talk to them. Because Jay-Z is Jay-Z, yeah, but at some time there are like 100 people who are behind Jay-Z help building
Yeah,
Jay-Z.
like that's to my point.
You feel what I'm saying?
To the point where I was saying too, it's like I would rather take the $1 million or $500K because that way I can grow the brand, I can get the accountants, the everything, the resources and everything else that made Jay-Z what Jay-Z is. Jay-Z can give you the tools and the tips, but Jay-Z not gonna change your whole entire
he's not
life.
liable to fuck with you after that conversation, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Like he could give you.
I was the dummy who said, "Yeah, I'll take the dinner with
Nah,
Jay-Z."
you're not
No, that's not
bro.
supposed
It's
to make you a dummy. No.
It's a cool flex. You know what I'm saying? But-
You're gonna get some gems from him. You're gonna get some gems. You're gonna get some really dope shit. He's gonna connect you with some really dope people. But like, does the follow through gonna actually work out? I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's why I take the $1 million because, bro, I can make the follow through happen. I can make that shit really
money talk,
happen.
bro.
If you give me the money, I can make real shit
Money
happen.
talk. I've been learning that like recently. Money talks, bro. If you got money,
Explain that. Explain that.
Money. If you got money,
Tell
you
'em.
can make things happen way easier, bro. Like there's no more of like this. There have been times I've been in a situation where I thought people fucked with me and were gonna help me out, and then it kind of just didn't go anywhere. But I know if I had money, I can like, all right, here's some. I could pay for this service, or I could pay this person to do that. I can like, you know what I'm saying, like
No talking, just money.
There's talking,
Little
but
bit
like
talk, little bit talk.
you have an incentive to actually make somebody want to move or get to a certain way. 'Cause at the
Yeah,
end
make
of the
the
day,
time
it's like,
worthwhile.
if you don't have something that is building money or something that can create like revenue, you got to have it to move a certain way.
Bro,
And it just makes things a lot easier and a lot faster.
Yeah, and I agree, bro. There was I don't know if I told you this, but there was.
I lost a shitload of money too doing this music shit. A shitload of money.
Bro, you telling you telling me? That's my second ring light. Okay,
I feel it.
so I feel you. We were in talks with it was me, my sister, and then Fabio Foreign, and he wanted to hop on a 3-way call with me, my sister, and him, and just to talk to him was like $2,000 on the phone to have like a 5 to 10 minute discussion with him to come on the podcast.
Not really.
And then
worth it.
I had to pay him more money to come on the podcast if it were gonna happen. Unless he did it from the kindness of his heart. But we both know he ain't gonna do nothing from the kindness of his heart.
That's the thing. It's like
Shout out Fabio Foreign though, for sure.
some people could like, and when you have notoriety, you can inflate your prices because at the end
Because
of
he's
the day,
fucking hot right now because of Off the Grid on fucking Donda.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, it's like you got to figure out if it's really worth it. Some people make it sound like what they have is really worth it. When it really like, is your demographic even his like fans? You know what I'm saying?
I like Fabio Foreign.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? I did it because I fuck with Fabio and I like him. I love the whole.
on that call with him?
I was gonna.
It was somebody.
Damn, that's crazy. But yo, you gave us a fucking history lesson today, man. What a fucking time, bro.
I know. I feel like I learned so much about the music
The
industry.
industry game is I'm still figuring it out as I
Yeah.
go. But from my understanding, it's a really weird place. It can be really shady. I guess you don't know what you're doing. And
Yeah.
people kind of just like, all right. People, I think in the industry are very like, what have you done for me lately? Type of.
Yeah. That's why, like, man, like, that's why I started this shit, bro, because I'm sick of all that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sick of, like, the cancel culture and people not working with people wanting to be genuine. I get it. There needs to be money involved. There needs to be talking involved. I understand it's a business. But damn, it's like everyone out here is so fucking cutthroat and I get it. You want to be to yourself and do your thing. But damn, like, you know, I want to find a way to connect the real ones, the genuine ones, like the Avengers, and assemble them. You know what I mean? And fuck with them. You know what I mean? That's what we do this shit. But one of the final questions I want to ask you is, to people that are listening, the 20, 30, 40, I don't give a fuck how many. If it's fucking my grandma in her basement. Listen, what is the one thing you would tell upcoming creatives of all different art forms, of everything, like what to believe, how to move, like what's your biggest piece of advice to upcoming creatives everywhere?
If you feel like your ideas are worth it and you need to spend money, if you feel like your ideas are really worth it, do it. Fuck it.
Do it.
You gotta say fuck it. I say fuck it almost every other day now when it comes to spending my money on this shit. It's annoying, it's tedious. People laugh at me for being broke all the time, but it's like I really feel like what I bring and what I have is something that like people really enjoy. Mm-hmm. So I've been doing my best trying to figure out how to put my money in the best places. Also, you gotta keep putting up your jump shots. Like you gotta keep like
be consistent.
Because it's even past being consistent. It's just you gotta like
just keep taking shots.
Not only taking shots, but you gotta keep pushing to improve. You know what I'm saying? Like improve in the sense of what you're making, even if you feel like it's liked or even if it's like cool or whatever. You gotta push like the boundary of it to make sure like you're not being stagnant with whatever you're putting out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta push that boundary.
Yeah,
push that limit. You know what I mean?
And like you're just like you're evolving. You know what I'm saying?
It's like
It's gotta be a Pokemon.
Yeah, you dead ass doing
it's like I don't know if you guys like watch Dragon Ball, but like it's like when Goku goes from like Super Saiyan 1 to Super Saiyan 2, you
think that shit is over, but then there's 4, 5 gold,
and then there's like there's 3, there's 4, then there's fucking blue, there's super blue.
That's how the music shit is when you're an artist, bro. You have to keep reforming in that. So all the best artists that y'all probably listen to are people that have rebranded and evolved over and over and over and over again. From Tyler to Mac Miller to Kanye to fucking you can even look at rock bands like AC/DC and Slasher and all, like Linkin Park. Like these are like they have continuously evolved not only their sound but their direction and what they're trying to say in each piece or each like version of them. And that's how you like kind of like not live forever, but that's how you really have a
longevity.
Bro, Snoop Dogg is still here.
He's coming to Big Night Live.
Remember when he tried to rebrand a Snoop Lion?
Snoop Lion.
It didn't work that well, but at the same time he did it and he took the risk to see if it worked. Yeah. And no bullshit, if he really like thugged it out, I think it would have worked.
Probably.
If he thugged it out, it would have worked.
Probably.
Low key.
Probably. I love that shit though. And one of the final questions I want to ask is, what can we expect coming up from you? What are some final thoughts on you and your brand to the Real Relay fam, to everybody out here listening? What are some of the last things you want to leave with people going up with you? Give them the update. It's Sunday.
Music.
We vibing. Music, your life,
videos,
whatever.
Shit, I might drop an OnlyFans. I'm thinking about it.
Hold on, wait a minute. You dropping on OnlyFans?
Yeah, but not. It's not gonna be sexual. It's gonna be like I'm trying to like use it for like what it originally was for.
Yeah,
type shit.
It's like I told you about that. Remember that shit? She's not dropping porn. I mean, like he's like,
yeah. So that fucking music videos. I'm trying to get more stuff, more like projects, shows, all the same regular stuff, man. I'm just trying to like increase my network and get this shit popping and really figuring out how do I make every move count. Mm-hmm. That's the big deal. Like, how do I make every move count? How do I make every move feel like it's a big deal or something that's gonna lead to something bigger? You know what I'm saying?
And what's I was gonna say, what's your most shout out your most recent drop?
My most recent drop was featuring with by me and John Glass. My most recent project was Collision: Rise of the Riot Shield. That's streaming on everywhere, and we have the Heroes Revenge video that's almost at 50K.
Hey, shout out!
Dropped on Complex Ambition. Shout out my Complex Ambition niggas from Providence.
Yes, sir. That's it.
Yeah, that's
what's your next biggest thing coming out? Album was fucking mixtape movie
with John Glass.
Yeah, the project with John Glass. I still have some more singles coming out, and hopefully this independent tour we can really get popping. Hopefully it doesn't stay as an idea and I can really get it going. I think if we get it popping, it should be between March and April. And yeah, man, just trying to improve and get this shit.
Get that shit popping.
You know?
Turn it up. Shake the room. Shake the room.
You know what I'm saying?
Big 30. Love it. I already know.
Absolutely.
Thank you, my brother,
Hell
coming
yeah.
out today.
Hey,
I
thanks
appreciate
for
why I
coming
tried.
out,
Thank
man.
you, Dill. This was great. Man, I felt like I just took a music class.
Right, yeah, same.
Yeah. this
Music
is
industry
great.
101.
This
Yeah.
music industry shit is deep, bro.
Yeah, you should. Didn't you teach a class recently, too?
So no, I had a.
Or weren't you in
I-
a classroom or something?
So Northeastern had me come out for their Northeastern has a student-run record label called Green Line Records.
Yeah.
And they had me come out as a guest speaker just to
That's
talk about
lit.
myself. Yeah, it was super dope because that was my first time partnering with a college, and I want to do that more.
Yeah.
With schools, I want to be able to partner with schools outside of just jumping around stage and performing.
Yeah.
And coming and talk to the kids. It was super tight, bro. It made me feel like I have the ability to, like I said, be more fluid and do different things with my brand, which I feel like all correlate and make it improve, scale it.
Yeah, but people
was tight.
people
It
gonna
was
look
tight.
up to you, man. Like,
Yeah, man, it
like I was
was
saying, no matter what.
And it blew my mind 'cause I'm out, my music, I'm out here saying "fuck you, bitch, piss, nigga," all types of shit. And so for
Can't keep my dick in my pants.
yeah,
You
so
know?
for a university to ask me to come out and speak, it was to me, it was a really big fucking deal. I think I have a picture. I'm taking the picture that I took of the honors class that I came, and I'm gonna frame it with the fucking check.
That's
they
so
gave me. It
cool,
was
man.
crazy.
That's
Hell
so
yeah,
dope.
dude.
Proud
That's
of you, dude.
dope.
Good
Congrats.
shit, man.
Appreciate that.
And we appreciate you coming on the Real Relay podcast, man. You didn't have to do this. We appreciate both of you guys. Thank you so much. You're always part of the Real Relay fam. If you guys ever need us, you let us know. Anything I could do for you guys, you let us know. You guys are family to us.
For sure,
you know what I
bro.
mean?
Appreciate
Fuck
that.
all the cameras. Fuck all the bullshit. We friends at the end of the
Appreciate
day.
that,
And at the end of the day, let us know about that tour, man. We fucking come out. I'll bring 40, 50 people out there.
bro, you
I'll
know-
sell that bitch out. You know what I mean?
Dog,
I
doing shows, doing independent shows is hard as shit and it's so stressful.
Don't worry. Just leave the people to me.
Yeah. So the fact that I think it's time for me to really try to
Do
do
it.
something
Do it.
big, and I feel that'll be a
Yeah.
big deal not only for me but to my fans and the people who
For sure.
Dude,
watching.
next thing you know, you're gonna be handing out a mixtape, and then that guy is gonna be you who was the baby.
No bullshit. It's
No bullshit.
That's that blunt right there, bro.
The whole the baby shit, it blows my mind. Literally 2-3 months later, Shook dropped. He became
Imagine,
the baby.
imagine.
And I was like,
UGK blows up tomorrow.
People
and you
call
gave us a
me, yeah.
He's
mixtape.
like, how do you
Bro.
pronounce it? Ugh.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Bro. It's people are really yo, you hear that dude, the baby guy? And I'm like,
Be like,
I just
know
met
this-
him yesterday.
I met this nigga. I know
Yeah,
this nigga.
yeah. Be like, I met him from down the block.
And he's like, yo, his name is Baby Jesus. Bro, no, his name is Baby. No, look, I'll show them the mixtape.
I got signed.
This is Baby Jesus. He was here 2 months ago doing 200 people with Rob
and
Banks.
they call you-
and it didn't make sense.
And they're like, yeah, that's cap.
yeah, it's nah, bro, that's cat. You know what I'm talking about? All right, cool.
Damn, bro.
I know the truth. It's crazy. I've seen I've seen a lot of people come through the Middle East, not as nobodies, but leave that 4 or 5 months later, fucking blow up.
Boom.
Do you guys know who Fletcher is? Fletcher. She's a pop artist.
No.
Bro, she came to the Middle East. She did 200 people at the upstairs.
Really?
A month later, her album drops 4 billboards in Times Square. Now she has 2 million followers on Spotify.
Wow.
Damn.
Bro, it's crazy.
And even if we haven't
Doja
heard
Cat. Doja Cat came to the Sonia right before the Move thing popped off.
Damn.
Right before Moo came out, she was booked for a tour to come through Sony. She did 200, she did 300 people.
My friends.
And now she's doing fucking, she
She's a
should be
pop
doing
star.
arenas now. She's a fucking pop star.
Well, now, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just because we haven't heard of her doesn't mean other people
Bro, it's
haven't. It's
kind
crazy.
of wild.
My friend Sims for Doja Cat so hard, bro.
Yeah,
She's bad, though.
She is.
Yeah.
The music reach is crazy.
Damn, that's crazy. But dude, yeah, that was it. Thank you guys. Thank you, Watcher. Thank you guys for everyone coming out, dude. Go ahead, do the outro, and that's it. Let's vibe.
Well, WHYTRI, Kayla, we appreciate you guys coming out.
Get shouted out. I love it.
Yeah.
She was a fact checker. I love
She's
it.
the backbone.
The backbone, baby.
All right. Real Relay family, until next time, we'll see you guys later. Peace out.
Doses. Yersursky.